biggest issues that we hear about when we travel the state, and some of the things we're trying to do to address those. Not surprisingly, it is the workforce shortage, the quantity of workers, and then, as our chief economist likes to say, when you have a numbers problem, you're going to have a skills gap issue. If you have a football team with 7 people, not everyone's going to have quarterback skills, and so we're trying to be as strategic as possible about, we kind of use the metaphor of casting a wider net. The areas that are being the most successful at attracting and retaining top talent prioritize collaboration between the public sector and the private sector. The ones that do it well consistently collaborate with their local EDC, with their workforce development board, with their tech college. As far as out-of-state recruitment, I think we'd love to get more folks in Wisconsin. We have a lot to offer, and I think we've partnered fairly well with some of our sister agencies, WEDC and Department of Veterans Affairs here in Wisconsin. We also have strategized with agencies like tourism that a lot of folks that will eventually move to Wisconsin have their first experience here as a tourist. And then our IT infrastructure at DWD, as far as our Job Center of Wisconsin. We're really active on social media, all those things that are relatively simple but I think effective. We look across the country for leadership on some of these issues. I think from what I've seen, we continue to be a leader in programs like apprenticeship. I think we are in the front half of the pack on reentry. I've seen other parts of the country probably do more to address some of the housing issues. Some areas have different industry clusters that have new or perhaps innovative apprenticeship programs or apprenticeship-like programs. So I think a lot of the things that we're working on, we feel like we're a leader. We continue to look for best practices outside the state. And as we travel throughout Wisconsin, there are things that we'll work with our partners on as far as barriers. We hear a lot about personal barriers to entering the workforce, things like criminal background. We hear about child care issues, and then some more systemic issues like transportation, housing. And so I think we're really grateful to have strong partners in our fellow agencies, as well as local EDCs and local business leaders that are willing to address some of these barriers.